And we're back with the Battle of the Bluegrass 2010 for the third point, UK versus WKU.
And you see, my girlfriend Allie was gracious enough to film this game for us, and the camera will move around a couple times. She's just trying to get a good angle that shows as much of the court as possible, so bear with us. We're trying to keep it from being Blair Witch, but limited technology kind of makes that difficult. Felix, what's going on with number 4 here?
I think he's just calling people out, doing what he does.
There you go. You got it.
Finally got it out.
I think Zach Kaffenberger at one point told me number 4 is going to get me out with this voodoo, and I laughed profusely because I was in the back hanging out.
Yeah, at this point, me and Zach Kaffenberger are already out. I got hit again by Bryce. He likes to single me out for some reason, and I'm not sure how Kaff got out.
Let's see here. I'm trying to just get our bearings here to figure out what's going on. Oh, there I am. Raymer sighting, everybody. Let's just take a second to admire how good I look. All right, cool.
Was vast in his glory.
Yeah, exactly. That's a pretty solid group pushing up left side there. Some good group throws. I didn't realize we actually had some pretty good group throws in the Ohio game, too. The Ohio State game.
There's Malcolm making a catch, bringing me back in.
That sailed over someone's head and was sinking toward the ground, and he managed to catch that. That was an impressive catch.
That was like the between the legs catch that Danny Williams had last year at the Battle of the Bluegrass.
Oh my gosh, that's true. That was where he threw and then got thrown at and caught it almost right before it hit the floor.
Yep.
If you haven't seen that catch, check out the highlight film that Spencer Jardine made. It's on there. It's one of 2 highlights from the Battle of the Bluegrass last year.
So we've got ourselves a game, dodgeball style.
Mm-hmm. Awesome, awesome video. If you want to get pumped up before a dodgeball game, check that out. And if this is what we do is we have a rotation at Western, and so we had 5 substitutes, and so everyone was split up into groups of 5, and we just sub out a different group each time, so everyone gets plenty of playing time and everybody gets time to rest. So we are a couple rotations removed from our starting lineup right now. But I still feel like we do a good job sticking true to what our game plan was, which was staying aggressive and just trying to honestly do our best to embarrass these guys, because that's what you want to do in a rivalry game.
Oh, yeah.
No matter what. You tried a little over-the-head block there with Tyler Cherry, it looked like. And Danny Williams, number 55, looking a lot better this game.
Mm-hmm.
I was glad to see him looking more like I remember him looking at Nationals. No wristbands or headbands, and he got a haircut. So.
Oh, there was my slam against.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, against number 4. I could have slammed it just like we've been talking about on the forum, but I decided to hold back, and I gently pushed the ball into his foot.
Because that is what you call discretion, ladies and gentlemen, and that is a perfect example of why you should not card people who decide to slam it, because they also have the option to do what Felix did and just tap it off the person.
Yep.
Because chances are, Felix, I think you'll agree, if you decide to throw Grippy from short range, there's a good chance you might miss.
Yeah, I've done that several times, actually. I jumped over that ball, and D-Will got out.
I was. You see me run up there, I was like, Felix, stand up, because you were having a hard time getting back to your feet. I didn't want you to get pegged while you were laying on the ground.
I broke my ankle again.
Oh, no. If you want to see that, go back and watch the first point of last year's Battle of the Bluegrass, right near the end. Felix's ankle just takes a nosedive.
And it wasn't even anything cool. I was just backing up like this, and I misstepped somehow.
It was pretty sick. I think you had a screen grab of it as your profile picture at one point.
Yeah.
Felix Peroni also rocking the long hair at last year's Battle of the Bluegrass, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
It's just weird. I went back and watched that, how different everyone looks.
Oh, yeah. Everybody's matured very beautifully.
Yeah, it's wonderful. I can't wait to see what our new players look like.
I mean, I'm not going to lie, but I'm going to say the Western's probably the best-looking team in the league.
That's true. So many of the girls were hitting on number 55, Danny Williams, this game. And we have several other good-looking players.
All right, if anybody wants to challenge that, put it up on the forum, because I'll be glad to defend that.
Yeah, just check out our team picture if you doubt that we're a good-looking team. I think we would definitely have the most candidates for the Bachelor coming off of Western Kentucky's team. This point, we're going to go ahead and tell you right now, is incredibly long. It's one of those points where it gets down to about 4 verse 2, and then 4 verse 1, and then 3 verse 1. Very defensive game. Both sides just kind of throwing to reset the shot clock and trying to survive. So just to give you guys a little bit of warning going in that this one's going to drag on for a little bit.
Number 8, I'm not sure what his name is on UK, but he stays in that game for 8 minutes by himself. It's amazing.
Once again, another player that would do well in Ohio State. Because that's two things they do well. Catching and playing well when they're by themselves. And coming back from deficits like that.
If UK can work together in groups, they would be a really good, they'd be an unstoppable team, I'd say.
Well, they've got enough players that do things well. They've got good catchers. They've got good dodgers.
Yep.
They've got some really good arms. Bryce, number 21. There's also a couple other guys that really could throw pretty well. And what they're just lacking now is some organization.
Yeah.
And Ramber, once again, warming up the cannon. I actually did stretch before this game a little bit. I felt like I might need to be called into active duty a little bit.
There's a good shot by me and I want to say number 15, Charles Spice.
Yeah, why don't you tell him what Charles told you Saturday after this game?
After the game on Saturday, Charles texted me early in the morning and saying that he just keeps replaying the game over and over in his head. He said that he doesn't feel like he played the way that he should have. So he asked me if there was any way I could possibly work with him over the week and just get his arm up to speed before Nationals because he wants to make a good showing.
And I feel like that's the way most of our team is they love the game of dodgeball and they want to get better.
Yeah.
Which is, I can't tell you, such a welcome change of pace from where we were at with this game 2 years ago. I think my first year with Battle of the Bluegrass, we took right at 15 or 16 guys, and we had a full 20 this time, which was just a great feeling to actually have a bench.
I just remember watching the video from the original Battle of the Bluegrass, and the highlight